Okay, let's try this again. Round 2. We're going to be basically trying to become an admiral for the humanity faction. Um, we need 5 victories to get the second spaceship, and we need another 5 to get the third spaceship, and that'll turn us into an admiral. So let's try this again. Humanity is one of those difficult factions that's easy to play, difficult to master. But that's how it is with most mobility kind of factions, champions, whatever you want to call it. Once you get all that mobility, you gotta like put so many nerfs into a faction. So I get to choose from the 7 and the 9. I'm gonna go 7 because I'm gonna show you guys something really cool. So I'm going to be able to go first. That's kind of like the continent bonus of South America. Is if you start there, you go first. So I'm going to go 7-3. And as a developer, I know this. And this is kind of why humanity has to be nerfed a little bit too. It's because I'm about to unlock the 5th dimension. I'm going to grab it, unlock its mysteries, and I'm going to abuse it to create like these strongholds within it. So check this out. So there we go. So the 9 has a 5th dimension planet on it, the 8 has one, and the Jack has one. And those are going to be strongholds that only 5th dimension mastery factions can abuse. So I'm about to get hit by a spaceship here. So I'm losing the 3, but that's okay. He's breaking the tie with this spaceship. I'm going to grab this 8, and then eventually the Jack, then the 10, and the Queen or the 7, and go for my 5 cards that way. I'll keep my spaceship here. I'm gonna go 8, and so he's gonna hit the 5th dimension. So the 5th dimension, it's a little difficult to use. You're gonna get 7 cards, and you need to put 2 on top and 5 on the bottom. So what I want to do is I want to put my pair of 8s on the bottom, my pair of 6s on the bottom. That'll give me 2 pair, and I'm gonna put the Ace Jack for the top. And so there we go, stalemate. He had a flush with the King 7, so he beat me on the bottom, but I beat him on the top. It's Pai Gow poker. If you want to know like kind of what it's based off of. So that's why the 5th dimension is so good. It's because a lot of players won't know how to play Pai Gow. They won't know how to use it. But if you know how to use it and abuse it, those planets are difficult to take. Very difficult. So I'm just going to grab... I don't want to attract too much attention yet. So I'm just going to hit the 6. And then if I can hold out, I'll grab the 10. Easy game. And I don't want to use my nuke here because that's going to give the Orcus more power. So I'm just going to hold on to it. But yeah, the 5th dimension, you got to know how to use it. Otherwise, it's going to be useless to you. So let's see here. I got a pair of aces. That's pretty good. But not much else with it. And I can't put the aces on top because in Pai Gow that'll foul my hand. So I'm just going to put the Jack 8 on top and leave the aces on the bottom like that. Stalemate. And so that's what you want with these planets. You just want stalemate, stalemate, stalemate. Pai Gow, in order to win, you have to win both hands. You have to win the top and the bottom. And so if you can just keep stalemating, it's a fortress. It's very difficult to take. I'm gonna move my spaceship here. Oh, here we go. Space battle. I have an 8. I don't know what he has. I feel good with the 8. But yeah, I feel good with the 8. So I'm gonna bet 3 hexes and try and like force him into this. Ram him. Yeah, see? 8 had a good chance. It was better than half. So now I need to take the 6. If I can just grab this 6 and hold on to it, grab the 10. humanity wins the match very easily. Nope. And I'm still gonna hold on my nuke. I don't want him to hit me with ion storms and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna hold on to it. Cybernetics, he's gonna go into the 5th dimension and try and take me again. So I'm just gonna choose 2 cards, and the other 5 stay on bottom. I see a pair of queens, so I'm gonna do ace jack on top. And again, I can't put the queens on top because that'll foul my hand. It's based on Pai Gow poker. Yeah, so completely defended the planet. Didn't even need the stalemate. He grabbed that 10. All right. I still want to grab the 6 to break up the space cannon bonus. I just keep pulling 6-7, 6-7. There it is. That stupid slogan. All right. Let's see what happens here. He's gonna go into the 5th dimension again, and again, if you don't know how to play Pai Gow, it's going to be rough, but if you do, this 5th dimension, it's a good bonus. And this is one of the reasons why humanity has to be so weak, is because they can grab it so quick. So I got to put the jacks below and the 8-6 on top. I'm not too confident in this hand. So let's see. Stalemate, got him! So yeah, there we go. He wasn't able to beat both hands. Orcus is 1 from winning. From the ace, king, queen, 10, just needs that jack, so I gotta try and stop this. F4, ace. I wish that was my luck, but it is what it is. We'll keep trying. The cybernetic player should now start attacking the Orcus and stop him. I know he wants pyramids, but we're kind of in trouble here. Yeah, so he's gonna hit the ace. Yeah, good. Stopped him at the ace. Alright, let's see what the Orcus does. It's gonna hit 2. There's the first nuke of the game. I really need to take this 10. There we go. Let's go. Got him with the ace. So this ability lets me kind of like steal any territory I want. Unfortunately, I want the 10, so I'm just going to take the 10 anyways. Yeah, so I can choose any of the Orcus territories I want because of that ace. So I'm just going to take the 10. Yeah, now they're both going to be dogpiling on me because I'm 1 from winning. I got a pair of 8s and ace king. So again, I'm keeping those 8s on the bottom, and I'm choosing the next 2 best cards. There's a lot of different ways you can play a Pai Gow hand, but in this case, there's not much variation I can do. Stalemate, got him. I get to keep my territory, so I just need to win. Oh, he's going for the 10. Alright. Because I own the 8, 9, 10. Damn it. Yep. Well, now I gotta go for the 5, because he decided to hit the 10. And if you don't know, poker tip, you need a 5 or 10 to get a straight flush, which is kind of what this board is based off of. So since the 10's gone, my only other option's that 5. So now the 5 is it's a pretty big deal. I'm gonna head that way now. And I do not want to use that nuke. Not on the 5. Well, I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try using the weather control device, and we'll see if I can do something with it. So this is a good hand. I got queens and I got 7s. I'm gonna put the 7s on top, so hopefully they win, and I'll keep the queens on the bottom, so hopefully they win. But you could also put them together. You could have played Jack 8 and kept the 2 pair below, but I'm not gonna do that. Yeah. Either way, he had 10 high on the bottom, so either way. Alright, let's see what the Orcus does. He's gonna grab that. That was a pretty good one. I'm going to use the Cryostorm and move this here. Ooh. So I got the Joker. It's semi-wild. Let's see. I can't do anything with it really. So if it can't be used, it's just gonna default to an ace. So I'm playing ace 4 with 2 pair below, 9s and 5s. Stalemate. Okay. Yeah, my 2 pair beat his aces, and then his jacks beat my ace 4. So again, you gotta win both hands. You gotta win your 2 versus 2 and your 5 versus 5. The Orcus is grabbing. That's not good. I just gotta go for the 5. Stick to the plan. Alright, queens, I'll keep them below, and I'll put the king jack on top. And so my king jack has to beat his 2 chosen, and my queens have to beat his 5 on the bottom. But yeah, I can't put the queens on top because I got nothing better. Again, that's just how Pai-Gow works. The strongest always has to be on the bottom. And I'm just stalemating. And this is the power of the 5th dimension. It's a hard spot to take. It's just stalemate, stalemate, stalemate. Here we go. Orcus is hitting it too. I got some 10s. I got an ace king. If I had a jack somewhere, I could have done a straight. But I'm just going to do the 10s on the bottom and the ace king on top. And we'll see if we hold it. I got a good feeling we will. Stalemate, yep. So there we go. He had a flush on bottom, but the king 8 wasn't enough to beat my ace king. Alright, let's go for the win. If I can get the 6, it'll be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Area 51. Ace! I got a king. That's pretty good. Oh, but I got him with the spaceship. So this is why it's important to have spaceships, right? To win these ties. Bye-bye. And there we go. Win number 1. 5 in a row for humanity. See? It's not that difficult. You just need to abuse the 5th dimension. Okay. Thank you for tuning in. That was win number 1. And we'll go for win number 2 on the next stream.